Hello and welcome to a new episode of SubwaySim Hamburg. I'm not alone today, but I'm with Max. Hi, Max.
Hi, everyone.
Max, you are the CEO of HR Innoways, and you guys working on that title. We already seen it, quite some time ago, but today we want to take a look at the new build. Normally, I'm doing that alone, but I thought as we are still in an early version of that game, it's better to take you aside, and we're gonna talk about the current version, what's planned, and where the development state is currently standing at. So, first of all, we are at a stop here. We are at a subway stop. Please give us some information. Where are we? Where is it located in Hamburg? And is there something special about that one?
Yes. So first of all, we're looking at the station Kellinghusenstraße in the new upcoming game SubwaySim Hamburg. The special thing about this station is that it connects two lines with each other. So these two tracks in the middle of the station are intended for the line U1. And the outer two tracks, including the one that our train is currently standing at, those are reserved for line U3. And on these platforms, you can easily change between the line U1 and U3 back and forth. And the very cool thing about this station is actually the timetable, because when during the daytime, the U1 and the U3 trains in each direction always start at the same minute, meaning you can really just switch from one line to the other almost without waiting.
And you later on gonna see that in-game, right? We're gonna have AI trains here, and you will see your colleagues waiting with the train. Or if you're running late, they might not wait for you.
Yes, definitely. There will be AI trains all around Hamburg, all around our virtual Hamburg. And we are also looking into including the other lines that are being connected in some of the stations on the U3.
So, we've got our train here waiting. It's actually labeled with Fahrschule, so driving school today. And that's what we basically gonna do. We already started up the train and it's ready to move. So this time we're gonna look at the progress of the development, but in later videos we definitely gonna start up the train. You're gonna teach me how to do so, and we're gonna drive the train in this nice looking copy of Hamburg. You say virtual Hamburg, I actually say copy of Hamburg, because it's really accurate, especially the stations and the train. And the train, you guys working with the official Subway Hamburg together to get it right, with the Hochbahn Hamburg. So you're actually working with the drivers, with the instructors and all the people together to get the simulator as accurate as possible.
Yes, definitely. And it's also this exactly this cooperation with the Hochbahn Hamburg, so with the operator of Hamburg's metro network, that we can achieve this high level of detail and of technical accuracy all over the game. And what's more, we're also using Unreal Engine 5, which explains the high level of graphics that we're achieving in this early version of the game already.
Definitely. So, let's talk a bit about the station again. I see already people waiting here for a train. They later on gonna board the train, gonna find their spots, and, well, actually then gonna join your ride. But we also have information tables. Right now, let's actually speed up to one of them. They show, kind of default information. But are you looking into make them, working?
We have a lot of plans and we have a lot of features that we want to implement. This is also one of them. The only thing is we don't want to promise too much for the release of the game. First, we will release a stable version, and then time after time, all of these features will be added. So that's the good news for you guys. The game will be continuously improved after the release. So there won't be just one version of it, but it's a game that will be steadily maintained over and over for weeks and months.
So, let's actually stop talk about that station. The people are waiting to jump in front of our camera position, and that's what we actually gonna do. So, just a small click for us, and we are inside of the cab. As I said, the train is already set up that we are good to go. I just seen one little issue. I see a blinking button. And the blinking button most likely means something is not set up right. And if I look over my shoulder, I still can look outside. The doors are open. So, Max, let's actually close up the doors, and I might won't have thought to press that button as it's blinking. But give us some more information. Already, if we're not talking about the train today too much, about how to operate with the doors.
Yes, so all of these 5 buttons, including the 2 yellow ones, the 2 blue ones, and the white one in the center, are intended for the door controls. We'll see about the details later on. For now, we will just close the doors in the fastest possible way. That's by pressing the key labeled with T.
So, doors are closing, we're gonna hear it, and we're gonna see it. Doors are closed. That means no more buttons are actually blinking or making some noise, and we are good to move on. So I see that little joystick. I might have an idea that could be useful for it.
That's right.
So
let's go ahead.
Let me give a small information as we already talking about the sim the whole time. Please keep in mind, this is a preview version of the simulator. It's by far not ready for release. There are known issues, especially in speaking about performance, as a lot of debuggers running in background. We're recording different things. That means we actually gonna take FPS from the game right now to debug to get better performance. The performance will increase, and you guys gonna see that from video to video. That's why we actually want to take you through the ride of the development of the game, so you have a better idea what to expect and to bring in your feedback. It's really important for us to get your guys' feedback. We want to hear what you think about the game, what are the points you looking forward to, and maybe if you see something working wrong, feel free to comment that, and definitely also hit the like button and subscribe to not miss any new content. So, Max, after the long talk of myself, explain us, we are going now here to our next station. What will be our next station? How is actually the U3? What's so special about it? Because it's one of the most unique and special lines in Hamburg.
Yes, definitely. So we're now approaching the station Zirichstraße, which is a kind of a small station without any operational particularities. So you won't really have something to do there. Just stop at the intended place, and we're good. But about the general line U3, it's a very interesting line and an operational highlight because it's a ring line. That means that one of the stations of the line is run through twice. That's the station Barmbek. And it means that you can drive the line in a circle, starting at Barmbek and then also terminating at Barmbek. But you can also drive the kind of the section outside of the circle to Wandsbek Gartenstadt. And that means that there are really a lot of things that you can do. And it's not just a regular metro line running from A to B. And last but not least, also don't forget about the harbor area from Landungsbrücken to Baumwall and over to Rödingsmarkt, because that's the section of the most famous section of the entire Hochbahn network, where you will have a direct view of famous Hamburg landmarks such as the Landungsbrücken, the Michel, and the Elbphilharmonie.
So, just taking a quick look at the station, I also wanted to mention, because I love this feature, that you later on can freely explore all the different stations. It's not like you're just going by, subway. You can also always exit the subway, maybe even switch trains, whoever knows, but you can at last definitely explore all the stations and get a view of them and of the level of detail of them. Even if you say that's not a special station, I really love these brick walls and the mix of different textures and so on, as it used to be in realism. Really, something special, but as we are running on a timetable, let's jump back to our subway and let's move forward.
Yes, definitely. And as you can see on the right-hand side of the track, also all of the signals have been recreated appropriately, which means we also have a control center working in the background, which does all of the interlocking So that's also a thing which we're gonna explore in future videos.
So something unique and really special about the Subway Sim is I always thought about the Subway Sim Hamburg actually is I always thought subway means underground, but that's completely different here. Most parts of the tracks are overground, so you're not going underground as much. You still have sections where you are underground and even longer sections as we do see them right now, but a lot of these things are just on the upper side of the not in tunnels.
Yes, correct. And maybe to point that out for all of those who are not familiar with the German language, Hochbahn actually means elevated railway. So, kind of the name of the metro operator already reveals this fact. Oh, you might want to break. But the name of the metro network already reveals that it's mostly above surface and only for a short part below surface.
Yeah. As I said, you might see some shutterings in the video. That's mostly from the debugger. We're still working on improving overall also the performance, and we will showcase that in the upcoming videos. So another station, another really nice looking one. That is an impressive one. It actually recalls the colors of the train with the red and the kind of grayish color, metallic color, and it looks really, really stunning. Maximilian, I love that one. That's one of my favorite stations, actually, especially with the glass top here. Just look at the reflections and all that stuff. Even from upside, it looks incredibly good.
Yes, definitely. But it's also a thing that we've spent hours and hours working on it. So all of the 25 stations in total on the line are recreated with high attention to detail and to accuracy. So all of these colors, all of these details, each of the particular features of each individual station are all recreated in the game. So that means that you won't just go through the stations quickly, but it's also going to be worth to stop for a minute and have a closer look at the stations because there's really a lot that you can experience and see.
Just keep your timetable on your eye, and that's why I actually stand it up. That's why we actually gonna move forward. Cause you say we should see sightseeing here at the station, but our boss is calling for a timetable. And can you maybe give us a hint about the different game modes if I'm speaking about timetable?
Yeah, so there's going to be a timetable mode where you can select which service you want to run. That's the one thing which will kind of limit the amount of decisions that you can take during the game because you decide for one course in advance or for one service in advance. But you will also have an opportunity to explore a little bit more of Hamburg in the way that you want it. But we will tell more about that later on.
So let's actually move forward. Let's move to our last station for today, a really unique and special station. And I have to say, I love the view. We have kind of golden hour. We actually deactivated the clouds for now. And so the reflection of the light is really, really high. And the sun is just shining into our eyes. We see the blinking effect from the sun. And look over there. I already spotted something really unique and special. Some AI trains waiting here for us, and they definitely do not look like the one we are driving. So something we're gonna talk about quite soon, Max. I'm quite sure that's something I need to ask about. So let's make our way to the next station, to our final destination for today, and then have a look at that special station. And you might can give us an idea why these trains were parked there.
Yes, exactly. Before we enter the station, you might want to make sure that you're running slow enough so we don't want to have the same thing happening as in the German video, right?
You guys need to know I might overstepped here and I might miss the red signal, but for the English viewer, no, I'm knowing better. So we're gonna take it really slow, and we're gonna move forward until this red, well, signal, and not above. As I said, keep in mind the frame rate, especially in the station, might seem low for a second. That's simply for our debugging tools that gonna be fixed at release and even before release. So, arrived at our final station, we see a red signal, and where are we now?
We're now at the station Saarlandstraße, and the particular thing about this station is that there's a parking lot, kind of a parking lot for trains attached right to it. Also, the location of the station is particular in one way because it's very close to the next station, Barmbek, which means the ring is being connected here. Many trains starting and stopping there. So, from an operational perspective, Saarlandstraße is very important because many trains or services start here early in the morning or terminate here late in the evening. So that's why you will definitely see the station Saarlandstraße a few times in the game.
So let's have another final look at our train, because I love your level of details that you spent to make the train look as great as it. Especially here down, where you're most likely not gonna see the train often. It is stunning. Every rail, every pipe is, well, displayed and modded and looks especially great. I'm loving that you put such a level of detail to the exterior of the train. So you guys might already have an idea what level of detail is awaiting us once Max gonna showcase us how to drive that one.
Definitely. There's going to be a lot of things that you will need to learn, Fabian.
Well, I would say we're gonna call it for today. We've got a short overview about what's gonna come next to, SubwaySim Hamburg. We saw some stops for today, and we're gonna see some more in the upcoming weeks. And can tell you guys that a video is just around the corner where we're gonna see more parts of the tracks in a new version of the game. And as Max already said, he's gonna teach me how to drive this subway quite soon as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video for today. Hope you get a good idea of how SubwaySim will look like, how it will feel like, and how the different things gonna work out. If you have something to say, feel free to leave the comment down below with your ideas, with your feedback about this simulator. Well, Max, thank you for joining today. Thanks for the nice overview and insights in that build. Hope you guys want to see Max soon in the future again and give us more information about the version. And last but not least, I want to leave the last words to the guest. Max, thanks again.
Thanks everybody for being on. I just want to say stay tuned for the next few videos. There's a whole lot of content to be showcased in the near future. Make sure that you're not going to miss it.
So make sure to subscribe. See you next time. Enjoy. Bye-bye.